What's good, everybody? It's me, Soldier Flight, and today we're be starting up a real aircraft right here. This is the Boeing 737-800. This is the most realistic flight model I ever flown before, and now I'm showing how I do it. And we're showing to you guys how I do this right? It's kind of simple, but way complex than you might think, you know? I have to take all these programs in, this and that. But yeah, anyways, the first thing I'm going to do, for starters, I'm just gonna turn precision lights to steady. Then I'm gonna turn on the battery by pushing this down, and boom, got some things going on here. We're gonna do this. You go back here. Oh yeah, and that's not supposed to happen in real life, but I'll take care of it I'll take care of it here. I'm gonna put the jetway, and then let us check outside real quick. Alright, it's backing off. Anything? No? Okay, there it goes, backing off. And here comes the jetway, which is obviously used in the real world. I don't know what is that in there. Okay, I just lagged there for some reason. We're not gonna talk about that. There's the jetway in. We're gonna go back to the doors and then just open it up. Alright, so anyways, let's start up this bad boy. First of all, we're gonna have to turn on the APU bleed. This stands for Auxiliary Power Unit. It helps us power the plane when the engines are turned off. It gives a system like these little freaking displays that are empty. Then we're gonna turn on the auxiliary power unit right here, on, and then start. And this should start right up. This should go all the way up to like 4 and 5, hopefully. In the meantime, let's look at a Simri, which is where I got the flight plan. It's right here. Whole flight plan's right here. No, right here we go. Get the whole flight plan over here in case we need it. And see, it went all the way up. The auxiliary power unit is located right here. This little hole in the back of the plane. That's what it is. And then we're gonna turn on APU generators. Oh, not yet, not yet. It's when this little light comes on. That's when we can turn it on. And there it is. And we're in. We're on. Systems are now on. Isn't that wonderful, huh? We got systems, we got this and that. Oh, just give me a quick second. I'm just outside over here. Wait, what is this? Oh! Okay, okay. Okay, that's wonderful. I didn't need that anyway. But, let me do this real quick. Just making it shine bright like a diamond. Making it shine brighter so we can see them better. And then, just put the cargo services and that crap. FT is for the back of the area of the plane. This right here. The carts, the cargo stuff, request. They'll take care of it. And now let's hop onto the FMC, Flight Management Computer. That's what it stands for. And now we're gonna push these to align. So we can align them, and I'll show you in a little bit. The auxiliary power unit generator, so we can monitor the whatever that is, electricity and stuff. It may seem a lot more complex. I know it does, but this is a true life aircraft model that they created. and it looks real. It looks real, but it's in a simulator, you know? But, let me check the ground services over here real quick. Okay, everything's looking good so far. We're just gonna set up the systems so we don't screw up, you know? Also, we need this in case. This on, and that. This, and it should be all good to go for this side. Yep, it's all good on this side. The displays is these things right here, right here. That's what it is. You turn it off and then we're all good. And keep this on the ground services tab just in case. And here's the FMC Flight Management Computer. This is where we do our routes and stuff. Where the flight plans are into place. So this one you're gonna request it. I have multiple files done even. And here's the one. This is Boston to Chicago O'Hare. So here's our flight. Here it is. Just press select. And it's doing its job. The requested. Meanwhile, here we go. We got our carding services. Just what happens in the real world. You know? Or snacks and all that stuff. Alright, move uplink is ready. We just press load. Oh, sorry. Sorry, hold on. Sorry about that. I was spitting a plug and it's awful. We just press activate. It's execute, and here we go. We got the flight plan. And now this is where I have to fill that in. So we're gonna runway 27. So we're gonna put 27 here. And a flight number is 9408. This is based on a real life flight, by the way. That happens in the real world. Do this and execute. And it should be good. Now we're just gonna go to the ignition. See, this is the IRS position. This is where we get these systems to life. You need to align this in order to get those systems alive. Reference airport, Boston Logan. We're gonna copy this to the clipboard, and we're just gonna paste it right here. And then if we look up, it should take about 4 minutes to align. It's not bad, but we're gonna go ahead and fill in the flight plan while it does that, you know. Will Clark cruise. A cruising altitude, huh? Alright, so we're gonna check. Cruising altitude will be 36,000 feet. The distance is flight level 360. This is what it will be. And the departure arrival procedures. So we're gonna go departures for Boston. I'm gonna go up here. Highland 7. Yeah, Highland transition. So go at 7. The departure runway 27. And then just press execute for this thing. Boom. Oh, oopsie. I need to press next page. And then we make sure we got everything in here. Yep, we got everything we got here. We got the departure procedure here. It's all good to go. The rest of the flight plan. And then we're gonna input our arrival procedure, which is windy 2 via Flint transition. So we're gonna go here again. Arrivals, procedures. I'm gonna try to match the one that we have in our flight plan. There's a ton of pages here, I know. 10 center. So this is we're gonna have to go with 10. This B, I think it means space. And then approaches via the front transition. And then we're gonna put 10 center. And that should be good to go. Get back to decision. We have our arrival procedure and approach. Boom. And it's all good. Flip it's all set. But keep in mind that I'm gonna have to do this to make it more realistic. I don't know. But here it is. I flip it. It's all set. So we're just gonna turn on the no smoking sign or the chime in this instance. And then I'm gonna go over here. We could tell the catering services to go away because we don't need that right now. And this is our instrument landing system. This is where the approach will come into play. And now we're gonna go to the air traffic control and receive IFR clearance. IFR means instrumental flight rules or instrument flight rules. Either one of those. We're gonna go to Boston ground. And we're just gonna press clearance.
Boston clearance delivery United 408 IFR to O'Hare ready to copy.
United 408 is clear to O'Hare Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 27 climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure frequency is 124.4 squawk 1545.
United 408 cleared to O'Hare Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 27 climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure on 124.4 squawk 1545.
United 408 readback correct. Contact ground on 121.9er. Good day.
And that's all set. Now we got clearance to O'Hare Airport, which in this case is in Chicago. And now we're just gonna load up the fuel. Just gonna load up the plane with fuel and stuff. Oh yeah, let's look up here. Alright, it looks like it's done. We should go to navigation. Boom, boom. And voila! We got this. But you might be seeing that we got this missing. This is where we're gonna have to do something in here. Alright, so first off, go to the performance tab. And we're gonna load up the fuel first. And so in this instance, let me see the payload. Alright, this is first class. So I chose the right one for this. So we're gonna have to load up with 19,478 pounds of fuel into the plane. So 19,478 pounds of fuel. And just stick that in there. Boom, we got it. And then we're just gonna turn off the fuel tanks or the pumps, and that's they're called. And you can hear that sound. That means it's turned on. We're gonna put it to idle for later, so we can start the engine later. And now we're gonna set up the payload. So I set it to the first class. So if we do 100, so if we do like 129 minus 12 for the first class setup, I'm gonna have to put 117 on the economy. So we're gonna put 117 in the economy because we got 12 passengers in the first class. And then for the cargo, we got divided by 2. The most estimate one is actually in the Steam thing. I don't know why. Wish they had it on the PDF I have. So we're gonna do 7,250 divided by 2.
Boom! 2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3. Quick maths.
The performance performance for the aircraft. It'll calculate all of these, most of these, for the weight that is currently input in. So just give it like a second here. It'll do this job, and then you will see this actually show something. I'm just gonna load it up, and then we're gonna wait. So I see it change to like 38,000 feet. That's not our cruising altitude, but you know what? Execute it. Not a big deal. Just do this and slap that in there. And boom, we got estimates. Alright, we got a certain waypoint says it D's. Alright, so it looks like that's good. And then we're gonna put in our sand and fuel in there. Just in case. 19.4. I'll put a 0 in there. I'm sorry. 19.4. And then we're just gonna look again. Yep, that's all good. And then this should be all set right now. And then we're gonna go to the takeoff. Our takeoff left will be 5 degrees. We have our calculations of so V1. So let's say we have emergency. If we pass if we pass V1, we cannot start the plane. We have to take off literally, which is kind of dumb, you know, in case an emergency happens. And then we're gonna put takeoff cargo weight to 23.3 in here. It'll give us like the trim. This is the elevator trim. And then they should be all set for now. So now, sorry, but return the seatbelt sign. We'll get to the overhead in a minute. I'm just gonna do this real quick. I could now tell the Jabba to screw off and close the door. Since we're about to get ready to take off, just gonna tell all of them to release, and then I'm gonna go. Actually, we're gonna keep it in here for a little bit. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to set flight altitude to 36,000 feet. Otherwise, there's an alert that's gonna come up for a cabin pressurization thingy. And I don't want that. And then to start our engine, you have to put this on auto. And you have to turn this on to auto and watch. See, it goes up. Pretty cool, huh? It goes up so we can start the engine. I'm gonna keep this off for now. We're gonna turn on the yaw damper. I'm gonna keep this in the spot right now until we start the engine. And then we're gonna turn on the beacon light so we can tell everybody that we're about to push back. And in this little tablet right here, we're just gonna go over here. We got a flight plan in, request data for sim brief, and we got all of our information in here. The arrival, which is a little complicated to read, but I can get that easy. Now, we have a beacon lights on, right? Yes, we do. Let me see if any ground services in the ground. Right, they're backing off. And then we're gonna remove the wheel chocks. In this case, the wheel chocks are these things down here. See, like this thing right here? That's the wheel chocks. He had to remove them, otherwise we cannot move the plane at all. We're gonna set up an altimeter. 0.3 inches of pressure. I'm gonna remove the wheel chocks. I'm gonna go back here to see our progress of the flight. Alright, so I guess we're all good to go. But one more thing is that I need to set. I need to look up the procedures later on. Well, it's just not gonna be covered in this video. And then we're all set to jet. We're all set to go. We're just gonna change this to transponder. Before takeoff, I have to send it to the last one in here. And then we're all set to take off. Alright? Now that we're all done. Now that this is all done, we can now request pushback from the... I don't know why this is off at default, it's just that way for some reason. Ground services and request a pushback so we can actually go back.
Boston Ground United 408 requesting pushback.
United 408 pushback request accepted.
They always accept those pushbacks. I don't blame them. In the meantime, I'm on my phone just looking at the instrument landing system set up for Chicago O'Hare specific runway 10 center. This is what I'm looking at right now on my phone over here on my end. So I can set it up. And see where we're going back actually. Which is very much is pretty cool. I'm gonna have to watch where we're actually going. This is if we're gonna go this way over here. If that's good enough, then I'm all set. I'm just looking over here for the instrument landing system. 10895 set. Now we're gonna have to make it steer to the right. Yeah, make them steer to the right when we got the chance. And then the course for that landing runway is going to be 93 degrees. 93, 93, 93, 93. Now we're gonna tell them to steer to the right.
Boston Ground United 408 requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the right.
United 408, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Pretty neat, huh? This is a really realistic aircraft, I'm telling you. And now we're just gonna tell them to stop.
Boston Ground United 408 requesting the end of pushback.
United 408 request to end pushback received.
Alright, there we go, we're all set. Now we're gonna set up the bunker rig so it doesn't move. It doesn't move on its own. You know, because if it does that, then the plane's gonna be moving on our own and we don't have no control at all. I just wait 15 seconds, then we start the engine. Now we have to wait until this reaches 20.0. I'm gonna let you listen. Beautiful sound, isn't it? I know you barely hear that because I have to volume down for the system so I don't make you guys deaf or something. Alright, so that's all set. The start valve is now closed. And now it's ready to start the other engine. Alright, so now I'm gonna go back up here and start the second engine, which is engine 1. And this time I'll let you guys this, so just keep in mind the volume. So just look in here and you'll see it spinning. It's beautiful, you know. Hearing that plane just start up. It's a pretty interesting, satisfying sound. I'm not even kidding. We just went until this goes up to like 20. Or until the start valve is closed. Alright, that's done. And then we're gonna have to start the generators for generator 2, right and the left. Because that comes from the engines. And they're gonna turn off the auxiliary power unit here. We're gonna turn this off and then turn the bleed off. And then we're gonna turn on the left pack. That is completely normal. I'm gonna turn on the hydraulic pumps. And then icing. How cold is it over here? When it reaches zero, that means it's the freezing point. That ice could actually build up. I can turn on the window heat and all that stuff. Alright, that's all set. Let me look for the rest of it in here. We're gonna turn on this. Now, we're gonna put the anti-skid, aka auto brake, in case we have an emergency. Set the flaps to 5. Which was in the 5 position. Yes, it is. We wait for this little thing to go to up to 5. And this is what it's doing. See that? That's called the flaps. And they're just gonna taxi light. The taxi light is actually right here. And then now I'm just gonna turn on the flight assistant over here so he could do the speaking for me. So
Boston ground United 408 with Echo ready to taxi IFR.
United 408 taxi to and hold short of runway 27 using taxiway Alpha Charlie cross runway for left Charlie cross runway for right Charlie Delta cross runway tree left Delta. Contact tower on 132.225 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 27 using taxiway Alpha Charlie cross runway for left Charlie cross runway for right Charlie Delta cross runway tree left Delta United 408.
okay, I forgot the runway was on the other side. That is my bad. That is my bad. It's supposed to be on the other side of this runway that was ahead of me. So I did a little sleepy over there. Oopsie. Hey, yo! Why does it do that? But you know what, brother? I'm just gonna keep the auto throttle armed off. Because I don't know why does it do that for some reason. And I'm like, why? Why would you do that? Like, hello? That's the dumbest thing that could happen to this thing. To this big thing. It's ridiculous. Right now we're just gonna keep the freaking auto throttle arm off. Because, no. We're not dealing with this. Little tight turn over here. According to like the Federal Aviation Agency or administration, if you want to make like 90-degree turns on a plane, it has to be below 10, which is the ground speed below 10 knots. It's ridiculous. Why does it power up on its own when it literally don't have the throttle down like here? I didn't press anything. I know you may have seen it, but I didn't press a single button. You know what I mean? Like it stinks. I know. It's ridiculous. You throw it down a little bit for the power over here. And here's a little wing view. Microsoft Flight Sim really been realistic to the next level with this plane. I'm not even kidding. We're crossing the other runway now. And I'm using the flight stick to like steer the plane on the ground. Obviously, I need a flight stick to fly a flight simulator, you know, and animated planes such as these. These are true to life airplanes, if you're wondering. It is literally a true life airplane. The developers of this plane did such a good job with it. It matches the real world plane, literally. Once again, we're flying on a Boeing 737-800, made from Boeing. Take a load of that. So, we're just taxiing over here to the runway. It takes like average of like 5 to 10 minutes to taxi to the runway, and it's time consuming. I'm just gonna look in here real quick about what is the heading of runway 27. Let's see what is the heading for that, because yeah, just taking a look over here real quick. And the bearing of this runway is 272 degrees. So there we go. And this bank angle should be normal. I actually kind of get confused with these kind of knots. I'm just gonna keep it at a normal area over here. Alright, we're crossing the other runway now, which is the largest runway in the Boston airport for big boys, for big jets, like the jumbo jet and all that. I seriously wonder if jumbo jets are still going to Boston airport. If it is, then I'll be surprised. So right now, we're just taxiing to the runway. Nothing too serious over here. Right now, might as well do is might as well turn on this. So we'll avoid issues with it later, and now you see it's gone. You can check the weather over here, the overlay of weather, and the terrain. It'll detect terrain in front of me, and in such cases, it will detect that terrain that's like way like up high from the aircraft itself. I'm gonna turn that off because I don't need it right now. And here we are, we're at the runway. Just gonna slow down over here. Let's take a little closer look. So we can go to the holding line. And slow down a bit.
Boston Tower United 408 ready for IFR departure runway 27.
United 408, altimeter tree 0.4 tree, wind tree 4 at 7. Cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Cleared for takeoff runway 27 United 408.
Well, fellas, it's go time now. We got the clearance to take off. Look at that. City of Boston and everything. We got the clearance to take off now, which is wonderful. That means we can now lift off. And we're gonna see the whole city of Boston right in our faces in a minute. And there it is. The city of Boston right in our eyes. Stand it up over here, turn on the elapsed time, and Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on, I want to hear this big boy. And it's takeoff time. I love when the engine just does that. Oh yeah, I forgot about the better school speed, sorry. But that's okay, I memorized them. And now we can pull up. Boom, we're off the ground. The gear will come up. Autopilot will be turned on in a second here. Boom. And we're gonna turn it on.
United 408, contact Boston. Departure on 124.4. Good day.
We're gonna turn on the
Going
speed
to
over here.
124.4
Flaps up.
United 408.
And we're gonna turn on.
Boston
Lateral
departure United
navigation.
408 is passing 1,200 feet, climbing 12,000 feet.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
United 408, Boston departure altimeter 30.4 tree radar. Contact continue to Kara.
It's beautiful, isn't it, huh? It's a beauty, I'm telling you. So yeah, now that we're off the ground, that's my takeoff procedure from start to takeoff. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know I haven't uploaded such a long time, but hey, this is a way to accept this, you know? Look at this. It's a beautiful sight. And it flaps away. Look at this. This is way beautiful like real life. And that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed my little knowledge on actually starting up a real life like plane in Microsoft. That's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys next time for another video. The next video will be the arrival this time. It'll be wonderful like in this one as you can see. So yeah, that's it for today's video, and I'll see you guys sooner or later. Adios, everybody.